What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Don't Be Ugly podcast. I think this is like episode 8 or something, so we all know what that means. A special guest, yay! We're here with my mom.
I'm a special guest?
Yeah.
Since when?
I invited you on here. You're a first guest on this podcast.
What podcast? I thought we were going to go shopping.
No.
You tricked me again.
Well, I knew you wouldn't want to be on here.
No, who said I was coming here? You said, Mom, sit here, I'll be back, and then we're going to go shopping. What the heck? What happened?
So, Philip's actually behind the camera right now. He's acting as our producer.
What producer?
For the podcast, the Don't Be Ugly podcast. I brought you on here because you're really pretty, and I want you guys to give advice to the listeners.
Oh my gosh, I'm just in shock.
Yeah, it's good.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good. Good shock, right?
What do I need to do?
You just have to be yourself.
Well, I am here. I'm myself.
Yeah. You're not an impersonator, are you?
No.
Okay, just making sure. Some people say that you look like the mom, like Coraline's mom from the movie. So
really?
If you need a job, you could always go as her impersonator.
Oh.
At like kids' birthday parties.
But that's an old movie. Nobody watches that movie anymore.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, you guys might notice if you're watching the video version of this podcast that we are in a new podcast studio. Yay! My mom wrote me a fat check. Well, you didn't write the check. I just took it out of your checkbook.
What?
And I put a down payment on a new podcast studio. But the only thing is, we're only going to be here for 3 months.
This is news to me.
Yeah, well, how did you think I afforded this?
What this?
This podcast studio.
Place must have been really inexpensive.
Well, it was an old hoarder's den.
Not to mention Mickey Mouse opened the door when we got here.
What do you mean?
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse who?
There was a mouse on the downstairs. Didn't you see it?
Yeah, we do have a little bit of a rat infestation.
Did you hear why I was screaming?
No, I just thought you were being dramatic again.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
No. It was
I don't really know who Mickey Mouse is because we never got to go to like Disney World or Disneyland growing up. You didn't bring me there.
We just stopped at the beach and we couldn't leave the beach. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's like kind of
You didn't
rude.
miss much.
No, I think I did.
All the lines in the rides.
Have you been there before?
No.
Okay, well, so that's really sad. Everyone always talks about, like, in 3rd grade, people would be like, oh, I went to Disney World. Disney World is so fun and cool. And then I was like, oh, I've never been there before.
It's really hard, and you have to have a lot of patience.
Yeah.
Plus, one kid died.
Really?
Yeah,
When?
he was eaten by an alligator.
Was that at Disney World?
Yeah.
I remember that on the news.
Yeah, I
don't know if that's true. Philip, can you fact check that? Yeah.
It says that in 2021, a boy died after being eaten by an alligator.
Okay, well.
In Disney World.
So
Are you
I
dyslexic?
decided that I didn't want to put you through that.
Okay, I appreciate that. You're just looking out for me.
Yeah, you think I'm a terrible mother. But
I never said that.
Well, you know what? I do things for a reason.
Mm-hmm,
Oh, okay. There was also an incident in 1658 where a passenger on Columbus's Ocean Blue drowned due to an alligator bite.
Oh, that's so sad.
Well, see?
Yeah.
Hold on. My throat is itchy.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Do you remember the one time when we were driving? Every time we would go on vacation growing up, we would drive. So we would always just go to Florida. For some reason, we just would always go to Florida. And then Henry had an asthma attack. So then halfway down there, we had to turn back and we had to go to the hospital.
Yes, that was very...
He ruined our whole vacation.
I was really annoyed.
Did you like spank him?
No, I was mad at myself because I forgot to take the inhaler.
So this is your fault the whole time?
Don't tell your dad.
Yeah.
He still doesn't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. But I think Henry just ate too much candy the night before.
Yeah.
So his immune system was compromised.
Yeah. Henry's our brother. He's so like really rude and stuff.
Don't talk like that about him.
I'm sorry.
He's a really nice boy.
I know you weren't there a lot for like a lot of my childhood because I had a lot of nannies. We actually did have a cleaning lady. Her name was Carolina. And for about 2 years, Isabel, my older sister, convinced me that she was my mom because we had the same name.
No, she did.
Yeah, she did.
This is news to me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that sad?
That is very sad. No wonder you don't like me.
No, I love you, Mom. Whoever said I didn't like you? If I didn't like you, I wouldn't have driven you to work every day in high school. before I went
Caroline,
to
you
school.
brought me here and you told me that we were gonna go shopping, and
okay.
now we're stuck in here.
It's okay.
In this
Okay.
place.
Okay, everyone gets it. So, moving on, I want to talk about some memories because a lot of people ask me where you're from. A lot of people think that I'm like half white, half Asian. I'm guessing like Chinese or Korean. And I don't know why people think that. Like, someone made a TikTok about me that said, "Oh, I love Asian girls," and he put me in there.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm
Oh my
not.
gosh.
People think all the time. People have asked me if I was Native American
Yeah.
or if I was Asian. I've gotten like Hawaiian. I've been asked if I'm like literally everything. But my mom is from Puerto Rico. My dad's just a white man from Ohio.
Background is German.
I know.
So you're half German, half Puerto Rican.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about like your experience growing up in Puerto Rico?
Oh, it was awesome.
Is that it?
Yeah.
It was just really good.
Well, what else do you want?
Do you have any specific memories, like the time
Of course.
your friend like went hill hopping with you and then she totaled her car?
You're not supposed to know that, Caroline.
We talked about it on this podcast a couple episodes
It wasn't
ago.
hill hopping.
What was it?
She just got her driver license and she decided to take her dad's brand new Cutlass Supreme for a ride, a joy ride, so we could drive.
Was it her name Joy?
By- No,
You enjoy
Lourdes. Lourdes.
Lourdes. Lourdes?
Lourdes. And she wanted to drive by the boy she had a crush on.
Uh-huh.
So we have to go through we have to drive in the highway. So she was a new driver, so she just spaced out, and there was a car in front of her was slowing down, so I have to yell, "Stop!"
Mm-hmm.
And she hit it. So we returned home in a tow truck, and then her dad grounded her.
Mm-hmm. For how
like
long?
3 months.
That's it?
Yeah, that was a lot.
Jeez.
When you can go to the beach every weekend
Yeah.
and you're grounded for 3 months.
Did you just have to go by yourself or did you have other friends to go with you to the beach?
I got a no friend after that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, your friend Lourdes,
Hmm.
did she even end up marrying this boy that she liked?
No.
Was he even cute?
I don't think he knew that she had an accident to see him. That was so sad, wasn't it? Girls
horrible.
can be so silly sometimes.
That's so horrible.
Yeah, she
That's
got
horrible.
in trouble
Did
just
she-
because she wanted to see this boy.
Is that why you wouldn't let me date until I was 18?
You're still not allowed to date.
Like I'm not allowed to drink?
Water?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can drink water.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually went to the grocery store the other day to get alcohol, and I don't have a new driver's license yet. I still have my old one, but it still is like legal because I couldn't get a new one from Corona
Yeah.
because all the DMVs were closed. And so the guy, I went up to him, and every time I like show them my ID, I just preface it with, it's expired because it's still like a 16-year-old's ID. But it's still like legal. And he goes, "Oh, it's okay, honey." And then he didn't even look at it. He had already just like wasn't going to check my ID. And he goes, "If you don't mind me asking, how old even are you?" And I was like 21. And I'm like, if you had looked at my ID, you would have known that. But every time I've gotten alcohol,
Yeah.
I've never been ID'd.
Yeah. Well, I was at the grocery store in the self-checkout line, and then I was buying some alcohol for you, and I took the driver license out to show it to the guy, and he said, "Don't bother, ma'am.
He called
We know
you,
how old you
he
are."
called you mom?
No, ma'am.
Oh, mem. What's a mem? A memory?
I don't know. Everybody in the South said, "No, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am." I don't know.
We don't even live in the South.
I don't know what that means, so I say, "Ma'am."
what?
What?
I think I remember because
I
I was
was
there
offended.
with you.
It's
Really?
like, oh my God, maybe I should have bought that anti-wrinkle cream.
I've been telling you for years you need to use anti-wrinkle cream.
It's not gonna help, Caroline.
Mom, you look amazing.
Well, so
Yeah.
yeah. Except that guy didn't want to check out my ID
how
because
how old are you?
I don't. Obviously not 21.
No, because
Older.
I kind of I know you're around the 50s, mid 50s.
Don't say that.
Okay, but I'm just saying that
You're
last.
not supposed to say I stopped counting
No.
after 40.
No, because
It's a memory.
Every time, or your last birthday, I said, how old are you turning? And you said a year older than you really were, because I think you genuinely didn't know how old you were.
I don't really count.
Yeah.
It's just how young you feel inside.
Yeah. How young do you feel inside?
Very young.
Yeah.
I'm still in grade school.
I think that's kind of an issue.
I know, immature, right?
Yeah, you're really immature.
Yeah.
I remember growing up, whenever we would get in fights, my mom didn't really want to like yell at us because like you were too scared to discipline us.
I wasn't scared. I just didn't want to traumatize you.
Yeah. So like she would always just be like, if we would do something really bad, she would just say, wait till your dad gets home from work, because we were all scared of dad, and you would never punish us. And if you did, it would be like me and my brothers would be fighting, and then you would be like, stop fighting, and if you don't stop, whoever gets hurt, that's your punishment. It's really funny.
That's not funny.
It's really funny.
Well, you were a good girl. You
I
never
know.
got in trouble.
I know.
Except for that one time
What?
that you wrote with a marker on the... You wrote your brother's name on the wall right after it was just painted.
I got mad at him.
Yeah. Your dad had just painted the bedroom and you
It was an
just
ugly
took-
color anyway. It was like lime green and magenta.
It
like
was
one
really stylish back then.
one wall was magenta and the other three were lime green.
I still like it. I don't know why.
Last year, Dad painted over the one magenta wall with the green paint, and I still hate the green color. It's just, he's like, oh, it's cute enough. So he painted it, and I want it to be like taupe or like white, but I'm not allowed to.
So
why I'm gonna
Isabel
move
got
out.
really angry at you because
Isabel's my older sister.
Because you graffiti her bedroom.
Yeah.
The worst part was she misspelled Henry.
Yeah.
You wrote it wrong.
Yeah.
And then she had to look at it every day.
No, we put a unicorn poster over it.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah.
Ah,
Isn't it
okay.
cute?
I guess. It's
Yeah.
like a cute Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you have any more stories of like growing up in Puerto Rico? Because I'm actually genuinely like interested. Like, how old were you when you came to college?
I
here?
was 18, so it's been a long time.
18?
Yeah.
Are you still learning English, or is that something that's...
Every day is a new day, Caroline.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not still learning English, or...
Of course, I'm always learning.
Okay.
Well, you don't know how it's like to go to the store and say, thank you. And they, just by saying thank you, and they say, ma'am, where are you from?
Ma'am? They always ask you.
What? I just say, thank you. How can that show an accent?
I never knew you had an accent.
I know you did.
Yeah. I never realized it. And then people would ask me, where's your mom from? Is she from Portugal? And I was like, Portugal the Man? I hate that band. Of course not.
Oh.
Do you listen to their music?
No.
Oh, okay. It's not.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
Or the time when you said library.
Oh, library. My
Library.
mom says library. She says Julie when she wants to say jewelry.
Yeah.
You say clothes. It's so cute.
Clothes.
Yeah, it's so cute. I love your accent though. Like I still don't notice it.
And Michael told his friends, yeah, I'm getting my bracers off tomorrow. And they're like, what is bracers?
Michael's my older brother, and basically my mom said, yeah, she would call them bracers. Is that what they said in Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
So then my oldest brother went to school and he said, guys, I'm getting bracers, and then he got bullied for it for like 8 years. Or maybe that was for other reasons.
Maybe that's why he wasn't talking to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember this actually happened this morning. My mom will do anything for my older brother. She'll do anything. Like, he was laying on the couch. He's 27 and he's home from like Texas, and he goes, Mom, can you make me breakfast? And you were in the middle of doing your makeup and you just stopped and went and made him breakfast.
You're so jealous.
I'm not that jealous.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Well, he said he has to cut the umbilical cord again
Why?
because he needs to go home.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, and I said, well, I'm glad you grew another one because that makes you're happy to be home.
Yeah.
He's been home since the virus,
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah. And he took my bedroom.
It's okay. You're such a good sister, Caroline.
I'm a really good sister.
Yeah.
Do you have any like other cool memories of me?
Cool?
Yeah.
I'm not. not sure about cool.
Not like cold, but
yeah.
like just like interesting.
Yeah. How about that time that you were crying really hard because you didn't want to sign up for drama club in 8th grade? And you were saying that your dad and me, we were making you do drama club.
You did.
Yeah.
I had to do drama club for like 5 years and I didn't want to do it.
And look how, it's helped you tremendously.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it did.
Mom, I never got lines.
Yeah, because you were too shy. Can you believe that? She was too shy to speak up. She was the only 8th grader that it was an extra. She was in the back of stage and she was supposed to be a tree or something.
I was the tree in
In
8th grade. I was also a dancing carpet in like the Cinderella story or whatever, Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
That was
I
really
know
good.
your friends had the main parts and
Yeah.
you were an extra.
It's
I
okay.
think that's why you were so hurt.
I think because
It
I
was
wouldn't.
an ego thing,
No, I wouldn't
Caroline.
because the audition, we had an audition in front of my 4th grade religion teacher, and
I
obviously
know.
I was really talented. I didn't want to make other people jealous.
Yeah. Well, you should have acted like you do in your videos.
It's okay.
Then you could have gotten the main character.
Yeah, I mean it's okay because I just blossomed later.
Yeah,
Like
that's what I was
am
gonna
the main
say.
part of my own show.
Yeah.
Like this is my own reality show right now. Like
Okay.
people tune in here to hear me talk about myself.
Or maybe you are the only part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Do you have any beauty secrets for everyone? I feel like you forgot to answer. Like, do you use any special creams or lotions? I'm just thinking about that now because your skin looks tremendous.
Really?
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Not as pretty as yours.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was hoping you would say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fishing for compliments.
Oh, I don't really use anything in my skin. I just use aloe vera and coconut oil.
Yeah.
I don't know.
People ask me all the time what I use on my face because this is a beauty podcast. We're going to talk about it. Sorry.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I just decided to do that because I'm like beautiful and stuff. So.
I thought we were gonna go shopping.
Yeah. Well, we can do
I
that.
didn't know we were
soon.
doing a podcast.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Do you? Okay.
I don't want to take Philly's place.
It's okay. He's fine.
Yeah.
He's on his phone right now. But people ask me all the time what I use on my skin, and literally I ran out of facial cleanser. I use like a simple skincare brand, and I've been using soap for the past week, just a bar of soap.
Oh, that's no good.
Yeah, but can you buy me more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we were gonna go to the store and buy it, but no, you wanna sit here and talk.
Do you not want to talk to me?
No, I'm talking to you, but we can do this anytime.
Okay.
The store closed.
Okay. We'll go to the store after. You're like a little baby, like a little child, like a grown baby. Do you remember the one time Philip and Charles ran away from home?
Yes. Don't tell me. I don't want to talk about it.
So basically, my mom made Philip. Philip, you can attest to this. My mom made Philip. What did he? Oh, he had to clean his room when he was in kindergarten, and he didn't want to because, of course, we had a cleaning lady, and we were really, really privileged growing up with like our maids and all this stuff. So, you made him clean his room for the first time, and he didn't want to do it.
He was just supposed to pick up his toys and make his bed.
Yeah, and he didn't do it. So basically, he packed his bag because we did go to private school.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to private school.
Why is that an important detail?
Yeah.
Because he packed all of his uniforms, just like 7 uniforms for the week. And he just rode his tricycle with our younger brother, who was 3 at the time, 5 miles away to my grandma's house. How far away does she live? Like 2 miles
2
away?
miles. Why'd you say 5?
I'm bad at math.
Well,
Sorry.
you said like 5 miles away. How far was it? Like 2 miles?
Hey, you didn't know which grandma I was asking because it could have been mom's mom, and she lives like 2,000 miles away.
I did know what grandma you were asking because it was real life.
Oh.
And
No.
I was in the story.
What Philip said, Mom, if you make me clean my room, I'm going to run away.
And you said, okay.
And I'm like, okay, haha. And I was working in the garden. Outside.
Was our gardener off that day?
It was in the spring, so yeah. I mean, like, I was just weeding and working in it.
Mm-hmm.
So then later on, Henry goes, Mom, I think Charles and Philip left. And I'm like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
So then after I couldn't see them, I hop in the van and I start driving by our neighborhood. And I thought something was strange when I was rolling down the window and asking people if they have seen two kids in bikes and the description. And I knew that was like, oh my gosh, we're going to be on TV.
Yeah.
And this is really weird.
Then you called the fire department.
And I called your dad first.
And he called all of his friends.
And then I decided to start driving. And then when I saw them, it was like they were almost to Grandma's house. I rolled down the window and I said, what are you doing there?
Is that
and Charles
a direct
goes,
quote?
Huh?
Is that a direct quote?
Yeah. I said, Philip, what are you doing in here? And Charles goes, oh, look, here is Mom. Hi, Mom. And he had no idea.
And then Philip turned around and he goes, oh, what a coinkadink. As if you would never be found. And the funny thing was, our grandma wasn't even home.
Right.
Yeah, she wasn't home at all. Which is really funny.
So, yeah.
It was good.
That was a lesson for me, too.
But you forgot to include that you called the cops and the fire department, and the fire trucks were riding around looking for them because we had missing children in our neighborhood. And that's when I finally decided that I wanted to be a firefighter.
Is that right?
Yeah, because I saw them.
I didn't know that.
And also, they were in our neighborhood the other day.
Uh-huh.
And they were really cute.
The firefighters?
Mm-hmm.
They are married, man.
Not all of them.
How do you know?
How do you know that they are married?
They're usually married.
Okay.
Unless
they're ugly.
No. I mean, ugly people get married too. That's really not right, Caroline. You should not say that.
I'm kidding.
Why?
It's funny.
You're prejudiced.
Against ugly people?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. If I hated ugly people, I would hate our dog. And I don't hate our dog. I love her. She looks just like you. A lot of people, I posted an Instagram picture, and you look like you're mad.
Can we go shopping now?
Hold on. So I posted an Instagram picture of my mom and my dog, and everyone was like, why does your dog look like your mom? Your dog even has human eyes.
No, they didn't say
They did.
that.
I'll show you the comments.
Well, she's really sweet.
Yeah.
She's a very sweet dog.
Yeah.
Unlike
me?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay. So we're going to take a quick ad break thanks to Function of Beauty.
We don't all have the same hair, so why use the same shampoo and conditioner?
I don't know.
That's where Function of Beauty comes in.
I personally use Function of Beauty. Philip uses it because he stole it from me, even though it has my name on it because they personalize it. My mom borrowed it. Didn't you?
I love it.
Yeah, it's really good. They personalized it for me because I have really dry, brittle hair from all the bleaching and dyeing. I did have to cut some of it off, but Function of Beauty really came in handy. I have a white conditioner and a green shampoo, and I use it every day.
So, if you didn't know, Function of Beauty is the internet's top-rated customized hair brand.
How many stars?
30,000 5-star reviews.
5 stars
Yeah.
from 30,000 people?
I don't even know 30,000 people.
Yeah, I don't either, and that's coming from me.
And you're really popular.
I am really popular.
You have a lot of friends.
Yeah, so you can trust those 30,000 people. I know I do. And you can also trust me, I guess. So to get started right now, go to functionofbeauty.com/don'tbeugly to take your 4-part hair profile quiz. That's right, 4 parts. They go really in depth. And save 20% on your first order.
20% on?
Yeah. And remember, that's functionofbeauty.com/don'tbeugly. Do you want to give some advice to some of our listeners?
Yeah.
Oh.
How about that?
Why are you so mad?
I don't know. I think you're tricking me, Caroline.
I'm not tricking you.
You're tricking again.
For what? What did I do?
I don't know. I just can't trust you.
Okay. You're not the only one. So we do have, is that Luis?
Luis Antonio.
So Luis Antonio, he basically called in.
You needed help pronouncing
He has a lot of accents on his last
Antonio,
name. I wanted to make
yeah.
sure that I pronounced it right. Because believe it or not, Mom didn't really teach us that much Spanish growing up. She had too many kids, so she just didn't. So she didn't teach us Spanish. Like, I understand Spanish, but I don't.
You don't.
Yeah, I understand it like a really good amount, but I don't talk it because speaking is harder. So when you're on the phone talking about me to your sisters, I understand what you're saying.
Oh, okay. I'm not saying anything that you don't want you to know.
Okay, well, you said, yeah, Caroline gained a little bit of weight.
Is that not true?
No, my pants just shrunk in the wash.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, mine too.
Oh, they did?
No.
Okay. So,
It's
basically,
weird how the wash only shrinks your pants.
Yeah,
but
it's
no one
selective
else's.
watching, selective shrinking.
It must be the fabric or something.
I think it is a
Yeah.
fabric.
Stop buying that clothes. Okay?
Really?
Yeah.
I'm wasting your money on it.
It's not my money.
I use your credit card.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Anyway, I.
We need to talk.
She's gonna yell at me after this. You ready to give advice?
Or I thought we were going to the store.
No, we're gonna give advice now.
Oh gosh.
So this is from Luis, and he's really nice.
Hi, Caroline. Like my mother says, no, not like my mother says, like your mother says. I want to ask for your advice on something. I'm 23 and I have a receding hairline. I think I'm not ugly. So I don't know how you can help me with that. But I think my receding hairline it's going to make me a bit more ugly than I am not. So, do you have any advice? How do you get that strong, luscious hair? You and your brother, wow, you guys have amazing hair. Help me, please. I need not to be ugly. I need to be pretty.
Thanks, Louise, for that comment. Mom, do you want to go give your advice? He says he has a receding hairline. He doesn't know what to do.
Luis, I heard aloe vera is really good for stimulating the roots, the hair follicles, so you could try that. But to be honest with you, I wouldn't worry too much about it because you know what? The receding line, that means that you can show more of your beautiful face. So people will see more of your face. Your face is almost like it's growing back into your head.
Mm-hmm.
So that's actually not a bad thing.
That's really positive and really brave of you,
Don't
Mom.
you think?
Yeah, I think that there's a portion of that statement that's
Yes.
somewhat true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have to say something a little bit different.
Okay.
I would just say that your hairline, like, it does define you because it shows how old you are. Although some people do bald a little bit earlier in life, some people do bald later in life. I would just say just get a hairline transplant. It's really painful and expensive, but, like, I don't think it's, like, out of the question. Like, if you think you're, like, perfect in every single way, but you're only insecure about your hairline, just get a hair transplant. Or wear a toupee. Is that the thing they put over the head for the wig?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a good idea?
I mean, a lot of people go that option, that route. Although, you know what? If you are a good guy and you have a big heart and you have a great personality, I think
And you make a lot of money.
anybody would really not care about a hairline because
Yeah.
hair is hair, it just covers your head.
Or if you want, or what you could do is if you are starting to bald and you notice that you're balding, save the hair, like from the shower, save it and just start collecting it so you can make your own toupee. You don't even have to buy one.
I never heard of that.
Is that a good idea?
It's pretty good, yeah.
Is that like one of the
Yeah.
smartest things I've ever said?
Yeah.
That's insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you would be really good at giving that kind of advice because you are old, or you're part of the older crowd. Like, you do get a senior discount at the grocery store. Not at the grocery store, at the thrift store. And you have a full head of hair, and you don't even dye your hair.
Because I don't worry about things, so I don't get gray hair.
Yeah. Like, she never really worried about us. That's why my brothers ran away.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I do worry about you.
Do you?
Yes.
You don't really call me that much when we're at school, though, when I'm in college.
Because I don't want to interrupt you. I know you are like doing homework. You're always at the library and you're doing projects.
And I'm really
you're
busy,
always
like, with my friends.
filming.
Yeah.
and-
Running a whole
yes.
career.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough. I do appreciate that. You are very
Yeah.
considerate.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we only have scratched the surface and you haven't really opened up a lot, you're kind of just like really closed off. So I do want to like get your opinions on stuff. So that's it for female. I think we answered Louise's question perfectly. But I do want to ask you a question. This is a new segment I'm doing with solely only on this episode and on future episodes that you will be featured on, called
I thought we were going shopping.
no, it's
Caroline.
called My Mom's Opinion. My mom my mom's parenting versus the modern world's parenting.
You should call it My Opinion and tell people that mom's name is Maya.
So, if you guys didn't know, my mom's name is Maya. She's not my friend Maya Turney, but she's just my mom, Maya. So, Maya, what do you think about the modern world?
You want my opinion?
Yeah.
About the mother worm?
The modern worm.
World.
The modern world. No, just
About...
like modern day parenting. Like there's this woman, I don't know if you guys have heard of her, but she's a vlogger. She's like the parent vloggers. Like remember growing up, me and Philip were addicted to watching the Shaytards.
Yes.
They're that vlogger family who lived in Utah.
Are they still around?
I still watch them.
You do?
Oh, they still around?
Yeah.
Are the kids like in college now?
Yeah.
Probably high school.
High school?
I think they're homeschooled.
Really?
Yeah. They used to post like every single day. Now they post like once a month, and I don't watch them.
Yeah, I don't know if many people do, but they're like the day-to-day family vloggers.
They were like the first ones.
Yeah, they were like the first ones that they were the blueprint. Just like I am the blueprint for the beauty community on YouTube. So basically, there's a lot of different family vloggers. So imagine you would take out a camera at every family event or just every day, and you would film us. And film what we do, and then you would edit it all together and put it online for everyone to see. There are a lot of parents who do that, and that's their full-time job because they have like 2 million subscribers.
Really?
Yeah. So there's this mom who adopted a kid from China. I think it was from China. And this woman, she's kind of crazy because a lot of people came forward who used to work with her and were her neighbors, and basically they said like she was always just out for fame, and all she wanted was fame and attention. And what she did was she decided that a lot of adoption videos on YouTube get a lot of views. They grow really quickly, and she wanted to do a family vlog channel. And I think they had like 4 or 5 kids total. And this mom, I forget what her name is. Philip, do you know what her name is?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. So this family vlog channel, they actually live in a few minutes from where I live in Columbus.
Oh.
Not like a few, but like probably 20 minutes away. They live in Columbus. This lady, she knew that if you adopted a kid, you could get a lot of views, you could clickbait it, and she wanted to become famous. So she adopted a kid with a lot of disabilities, and she actually was a former nurse, but she got fired for assaulting a pregnant coworker.
Oh
so,
my goodness, that's
yeah.
terrible. That's crazy.
Yeah. So basically, she adopted this kid from China who had a lot of disabilities. I think it was a quick adoption because if the child has more disabilities, they want, like, not as many parents, when you fill out the form to adopt, not as many parents, like, say that they want a kid with disabilities.
Yeah.
So I think he was in the foster system or adoption system for, like, 2 years. So they decided they wanted to adopt him. And then I think they had him for, like, 3 years, and then they just put him in foster care. Like, they didn't want him anymore.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
I don't think they should be allowed to do that.
Yeah. Well, they deleted their YouTube channel now because they made, like, headlines. And because they at first weren't going to tell anyone what they did.
I see.
So a lot of people's parents vlog. They kind of use their kid as an asset of vlogging so then they can make a lot of money off of it. But they don't necessarily have their kids' permission to do so. So, yeah. Would you ever, like, do that? Would you ever, like, make a vlog channel? Or what do you think about doing that? Family vlog channels?
Obviously, I think it's the opposite. My daughter is doing it. She's using her mom.
Oh, I didn't really realize that.
Because you told me we were going to go shopping. And then you told me to sit down here. And now you're interviewing me for your fans.
Yeah. But, like, you can make your own decisions. Like, I'm not forcing you to do this.
It's true.
A lot of family vlog channels, like, their kids don't have an option.
Yeah.
It's
That's
happening.
really sad.
Yeah.
That's very sad.
And there are these... Philip, do you know that one family, the guy, like, there was all of these allegations that he cheated on his girlfriend or his wife.
Ace family?
The Ace family. And they, like, they're all about money now. And
really?
people can make so much money from family vlog channels.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
So,
that's news to me.
Basically, they get a lot of attention. They get a lot of followers. They get a lot of money. The Ace family literally has a mansion.
Oh, my God.
Like, they just built a new mansion. And they have, like, Lamborghinis. They
No
have,
way.
like, all this stuff. Yeah. Just because they record their kids. And it's come out that they've stolen designs from smaller creators for their merch. And, like, they've gotten people to make them designs and then just ghosted them. And then use their designs for their merch. And then they always like copyright strike people on YouTube whenever they talk about them.
Very unethical.
Yeah, basically they're like
behavior.
horrible. They're horrible people.
Oh,
I know
wow.
some people might disagree with me, but I think it's like bad to like. I'm so happy that I didn't start YouTube till I was out of high school. Because
Right.
I mean, some people can handle it, but I just think it's kind of toxic. There are a lot of toxic people online, and there are kind of a lot of perverts too. Like as weird as that sounds,
Really?
yeah. Like a lot of people will watch these family vlog channels. Either they're young kids really interested in
In
it.
a voyeuristic kind of way.
In a what?
Voyeuristic.
What is that?
When you are just the observant and you just kind of like get pleasure out of observing people's behavior from the outside.
Like I've never heard of
It's
that.
like peeping Tom.
Oh yeah, probably like peeping toms would watch
Yeah.
these. And it's either like young kids who want to see, like I was interested in the Shaytards because I wanted to see what another family's life was like.
Yeah.
And yeah, like they're like kind of like creepy people who look at these family vlog channels because they're like little kids that they're filming their day to day.
Yeah.
And it's also like the Duggars. Do you know the 19 Kids and Counting?
Yes, yeah.
A lot has come out about their family.
Yes.
And it's not like good stuff that's come out.
Wasn't one of them who molested? Was that?
Yeah, he like molested 4 of his sisters.
Yeah,
But
that's terrible.
yeah, it's terrible. And the dad tried to cover it up, and then he
Yeah.
made 2 of the oldest girls go on TV
Yeah.
to like kind of save the family name. And then their show got canceled,
Mm-hmm.
but then they did a spin-off of their show, and it starred like a few of the sisters, like the older sisters. And apparently the dad was like still making all the money, and he like will pay his kids direct, like he'll pay his kids a portion of it, but he takes most of the money.
Most of the money.
And he's really controlling. And it's like though like he won't let his 30-year-old daughter move out of the house because she's not married, and he doesn't believe that women should live on their own until they're married.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but that's kind of the same thing because they have so many kids and they all grew up on TV, and it's like some of them have even come out and said that they don't want to do it anymore, but it's like the dad is
He's
just making them. Yeah.
I am surprised they still have an audience, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's because their life is so different.
Mm-hmm.
That's why people watch. Like their life is different.
Caroline, do you remember when you were like in grade school and you loved Miranda sings?
Yeah.
And
I
you
still
used to
love her.
like talk about, huh?
I still love her.
I know.
Just kidding. I don't watch her anymore.
No. Well, I remember you used to sing like her. You used to get like in the mirror, and you used to talk like that, like
The
her,
red
whole-
lipstick?
yes, and I remember when Isabel was worried, she told me one time, "Mom, you need to talk to Caroline. She's gonna stay like that forever. She's just like never gonna be able to be normal."
Yeah, when I was going into high school, you came out and you told me that you were nervous after I was like, when I was a senior in high school, you were like, yeah, I thought you were going to be like really weird.
Yeah.
And I didn't think you were going to have any friends.
Because
That's-
you used
part of
to
that's
talk like
true.
Miranda, sing
Yeah.
all the time.
I was like 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah.
sad.
Do you remember what was that? One time I was driving you to like a volleyball practice.
Mm-hmm.
And what was that group of kids? The song,
Saddle Club? No, One Direction.
One Direction, and that's when One Directions had their new first
That's what makes you
album,
beautiful.
and the song start playing in the car, and you start screaming, and I almost wrecked the car.
I remember that.
Every time they would start playing the song, you would start screaming.
That's
It
because-
was annoying. It got so bad that I just decided not to have the radio on.
I'm still obsessed with Harry Styles. His front row VIP tickets, I think, are like $600. Can I go?
Wow.
Can I go?
If you want to.
Can you pay for it?
Why?
Because I want to see him. He's so beautiful, Mom.
Easy.
He's so beautiful now.
Okay, we'll start working. When is it?
Like a couple months.
Okay, you can save money for that. If he's so wonderful, he's gonna be worth it.
Yeah.
All the work.
Can you just pay for it now and then I'll pay back?
We can talk about it later.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
I have a question for you.
No.
Okay, how do you feel about my modeling career?
What modeling career?
My modeling, like I go and photographers take pictures of me. I get paid to wear clothes.
You do?
Yeah. Well, I haven't gotten paid yet. It's mostly just exposure.
To what?
The sun.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you were almost a model?
I was a role model.
You were a really bad role model.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
I know.
You told Mom. You said it off camera. You have to tell him.
What, that Filipino lady approached me and said if I wanted to go to Milan.
Yeah.
But back then I didn't know about human trafficking, so it's a good thing I said, I think I want to get a real job.
Hey, modeling is a real job.
I know, but I wanted I didn't want to just fly to another country and then, I don't know, all by myself.
But
Isn't that what you did when you came to America?
Yeah, but I already have a school I was going to. It's
Yeah.
not the same as just...
it's okay. I take that back. You are a pretty good role model.
Why? Because I sacrificed myself and decided to get a normal job versus...
It's not a normal job. You genetically modified dogs' brains to speak English.
Well, that's a really important job.
Yeah, until you let the dogs free in the lab.
Yeah, well, you know what? Dogs need freedom.
If you guys don't know, my mom basically works in this lab. And she is in line to win the Nobel Peace Prize for her work. Not peace work. She's not like Gandhi or anything. She's not nearly as great as Gandhi. But she basically was commissioned.
GMDs.
Yeah.
We were creating GMDs, genetically modified dogs.
Yeah. And so she's basically taking, I guess, what do you do? Take dead dogs' brains and then study them. And then you try to modify them. See if you can rework their DNA so then they can speak English.
Or other languages.
Like Chinese or Mandarin. Any other languages. You have to be inclusive.
Italian.
But we have an Italian Greyhound and she doesn't speak Italian.
Yeah, because you haven't taught her any.
That's not my fault. I'm
Well.
busy.
Well, what do we speak at home? English?
Well, we should be speaking Spanish.
Yeah. Yeah, but your dad doesn't know any Spanish, so...
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
All right, didn't Dad used to take Spanish classes after he met you?
Just a little bit. He thought he was going to have to learn Spanish because Abuelo doesn't speak English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Abuela thought Charles was a girl until
Yeah.
he was 15.
Yeah. Cause
Charles is my brother.
that's my fault because I never cut his hair.
Charles has bright green eyes. He had long blonde curly hair. And people thought he was a girl and you just wouldn't correct them.
Because it's their fault. They can't see. They should be smarter.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
you can genetically modify their brains too. Do you have any other advice or any other stories you'd like to share?
For
The viewers.
what viewers?
Mom, do you have dementia?
Oh, I just thought we were just having a conversation.
I recorded it.
You did?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm going to put it out on the internet.
No, don't you dare, Caroline. These are private moments.
Can you sign a release form?
No,
Okay.
I don't consent.
Okay.
I thought we were going to go shopping.
Okay. That's it for today's episode. My mom's crying. She's probably going to ground me. You can't even punish me anymore, I feel. Anyway.
Why?
Because
You're 21.
I drive you everywhere and I pick you up from everywhere. Hey, Mom, fire truck.
Sorry if you work for Uber.
Sorry, guys, there is a fire station right across the street. Do you want to go over there and say hi to the firemen after this?
Caroline, they are married.
Anyway, we're going to go say hi to the firemen. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. All the fire trucks are passing by. Hi. Oh my God, they are cute.
Caroline, they are married.
No, they're not. Okay. I love you all. Say bye, Mom.
Bye.
Mwah.
Mwah.